All right, nice day outside. It was pretty clear, but it looks like the clearest part, which you said was the south initially, might be in for a not so pleasant surprise.
Yeah, we're going to have a chance for some of those storms to roll on in. Right now they are positioned and moving into central Illinois, so we still have a few hours before they start to move in. We're looking at mainly after 9 p.m. and ramping up for Indianapolis and a little bit farther south, really along the I-65 around midnight. And then the biggest concern will be if it forms that line, could see some damaging wind gusts within that. The main severe threat, as we just mentioned, will be southern portions of central Indiana. And here's the reason why. So we're going to take our visible satellite and our temperatures back to 4 hours at 2:15. Temperatures were in the 70s for most, but you can see this clearing that is south of I-70, which really allowed for those temperatures to warm on up into those 80s, and that provides a little bit of that instability. More of that, though, is a little bit farther to our south, and that's really where those storms are going to be following. But here's our severe outlook. Still a majority of our area under that level 2 threat. So we're going to keep a close eye on the storms that are developing in central Illinois, which we've already seen a few tornado warnings, and then that tornado watch stretches through majority of central Illinois as well. So currently these storms are tracking into Springfield, and then we're expecting them to start to pick up a little bit more around 9 p.m. before they slide into our area. Here's future track 13 paused around midnight, starting to move into Indianapolis and Bloomington again. If these are packed with strong winds, it may be ahead of schedule just a little bit, so we're going to keep a close eye on these storms as they start to move into our area. But a lot of that activity will start to slide out of our area around 3 o'clock in the morning. So it's definitely going to be a stormy overnight hours and even a stormy start tomorrow with some scattered showers and thunderstorms. This is what it could look like around 8 o'clock in the morning, continuing until about lunchtime. And then for the second half of the day, it's going to start to be on that drier side, still holding on to that cloud cover, maybe a spot shower or two. But for the late afternoon and evening hours, it will be a little bit more quiet. So right now we still have that cloud cover over Indianapolis. It's 79 degrees, so we still have a decent amount of moisture in the air with the dew points in the middle 60s. Currently the winds are out of the west-northwest, 14 miles per hour. So we've had a decent breeze. So tonight, next couple of hours, we're expecting to stay quiet and dry before those storms start to ramp up after 9 p.m., especially around 11 p.m. and through the overnight hours. And for the bus stop in the morning, make sure those kiddos possibly need to have those umbrellas with some scattered showers and thunderstorms. Temperatures will be holding on to those upper 60s for the early morning lows. Heading home, though, maybe a shower or two or a thunderstorm for the early half of the afternoon, but then it's going to start to clear on out. High temperatures because of the cloud cover and that rain with the winds out of the northwest. We're expecting high temperatures to stay in the middle 70s. Now we start to warm up a little bit on Tuesday, back up into the 80s. However, we will get a break from that humidity, a little bit of that drier, more pleasant air throughout the day on Tuesday behind that cold front, also with that high pressure system moving in as well. However, by Wednesday, ahead of our next storm system, it's going to start to have that humidity return. So 7-day forecast tomorrow, high of 76 and then into the 80s majority this upcoming week. Stay weather aware tonight.